I moved into a small town just recently that didn't have a whole lot of leaders, and one of the visions that we had, me and my wife, was, man, we want to have an opportunity to impact the leaders in this town and go out and get leaders and pour into them. And so when our year is done, that we can look back and say, hey, there's a huge group of kids that have been ministered to, and there's a small group of adults that have been poured into and know what it looks like to do ministry. So what we started doing is going out and just talking to leaders, taking leaders out for lunch, taking leaders just where we could find them, we'd go after them. Well, at the end of the day, a lot of times I felt really, really good about it, and I was just thinking, man, I'd go home and tell my wife, hey, I think we got a leader today. This was really, really awesome. They were so pumped up. Well, September 1st is when my first day of ministry officially started. And that was also the day that we're going to call all our leaders and get a for sure answer between them. So we start calling, and it was a really, really tough day for me, because we called one leader after the other, and we just got to know, we got to know, maybe a yes here, but a no, maybe a yes, but a no. And at the end of the day, we had just as many no's as we did yeses, and I just couldn't believe it, because it was the first day of ministry for me, and I thought, oh, that was going to be so easy. We're going to go in and get so many leaders, and it just didn't happen. So me and my wife started praying, and we were just saying, you know, we have to start praying about this. I need to take it out of my hands. I need to say, hey, God, this is yours, and my words won't help anything. So we have our first kickoff club, and so people are coming in. There's kids everywhere, and we just been praying that God just shows up with some leaders. I mean, and we didn't know what that looked like. We just said, God, please show us anything. How can we find leaders in this town? Well, so we're having our first kickoff. Kids are running around. It's going so great, and there walks in a guy that I've never seen before, and he said, hey, I've heard about Kayla, I've heard about what y'all are doing, and I want to be a leader so bad in this community, and I want to pour into kids so bad. And it was so fun, because I was like, oh my goodness, like, this is a guy that I've never dreamed about. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything about this guy, but he was coming into Kayla saying, hey, I love this program and I want to be a part of it. And it happened again. Once again, I was sitting there and we're praying, we need another guy leader so bad. Well, once again, God brings another leader right through the doors. So 2 leaders in probably a week's time that came right through the door, that it wasn't my plan. I didn't have anything to do with it, and God's just showing me, hey, Peyton, like, we got this. You know, I'm in control. So it was a huge lesson for me to learn that sometimes I'm not always in control, and most of the time, if you give it to the Lord, He's going to take it from there.
I am nothing. I am